What it do, what the business is. Okay, I wasn't gonna do this, to be honest. I wasn't gonna do it tonight. But I just finished it. Um Technically speaking, took me, bought the book after Christmas, like the 27th, 28th, something like that. And I just finished it. And the reason that I got interested in it was Book Talk on TikTok. And so I'm a historian. So 90% of my book collection, if you can kind of make it out in the back right there, is 95, 97% history. I'm neurodivergent. What that mean? ADHD. I love history, but I struggle to read through books. I struggle. It takes me a while, but I can. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of my dopamine to actually sit down and read a book. So it takes a lot of focus. And surprisingly, while I was reading this book, the stratosphere of everything, kind of all the stars aligned, and I was like, hey, why don't you get the audio, you got the book, get the audio book, and listen and read it simultaneously. So anyway, that's what I did. And I am a newly indoctrinated fiction fantasy person. So because TikTok Y2K was happening, right at that time I was getting into it. I picked up this book and started reading, and when I wasn't reading, it was whispering to me, like it was whispering to me. So I kept chugging along, and it wasn't a struggle, but I was, having to work through it. Once again, neurodivergent, so I had to kind of crank the engine up. If you're old enough to know what an old school car is in the cold morning winters, and you got to step on the gas and for that thing turn over. So that's what happened. This book has, I don't know how to put it, but all but changed my life. Like, not only am I ready for the next book to come out, but I've got to read more fantasy now. Like, oh my God. And what book am I talking about? Will of the Many by James Ellington. It's a big girl. If you ever gone to the gym, when you got them 45s on there, we like to call them big girls. She's a big girl. And big girls need love too. Big girls need love too. And so how when we say how many pages did Mr. Arlington write? It's Mr. Arlington, by the way. Hey, to my new friend, Mr. Arlington. How many pages did he decide he wanted to put in there? You looking somewhere at like about 700. 700. There was a lot. Like if raise your hand if you eat steak. Raise your hand if you can cook your own steak. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all how y'all gotta eat this, because this is what we call an elephant. Okay? Elephant. And as an elephant, you know what they tell you about an elephant? You can't eat an elephant all at one time. You have to eat it, one bite at a time. So like a steak, if you know how to cook. Me, if y'all can't tell, I'm a black man, which more brothers need to be in book talk. I was raised to eat my steak well done. I was a waiter for a while, and I learned how to eat a steak. So, and I learned how to cook a steak. But because of the thickness, depending on the thickness, you can do, and depending on if you want it rare, medium well, you can do about 5 minutes or somewhere upwards between 3 to 10 minutes, depending on how tough. If you ever want to know how to cook your steak, you pinch your finger here. Well done, medium well, medium rare. That's how you can cook a steak. And then boom. Okay, same thing. On this side, about 3 minutes if you want it rare per side, or 2 minutes if you want it well done, 8 minutes per side, to 10 if you want it medium well. You're looking at it, maybe 5 minutes a side, and then on the side. That's how you got to read this. Not to mention, and the words are small, okay? But the story is thick, but good, layered. I'm a Trekkie. It reminds me of the Vulcan and the Romulans. The Vulcan and the Romulans have a similarity to the Roman Empire, which is what this is, and I'm a historian, so I love the Roman Empire. Main character, Vis, he's complicated. He started from the top, then he got here. But then, he was, taken down and then brought back up, you know what I mean? And he was used for what he could do, different things. And then the other people in the story, and then the layers of this. It's like peeling an onion, you know what I mean? Like, you peeling an onion, then the more you peel it, you like, you're peeling that onion. But you know how, if you can't cook, I'm gonna give a shout out to, let me teach me a little something. If you can't cook, but you're trying to impress a woman, what you do is you go get the food done, already made before she get there. But have her sit in the other room, but then you get you some onions, you get you some other celeries and whatnot, you get some of that stuff, and you put it in a pot, and you just start, let the aroma hit her nose so that she think you can cook. And then you tell her, no, don't come in the kitchen. But you let her think you can cook, and then you give her the, what I'm saying, and she like, oh, he can cook. He did that. And in the end, I'm rubbing my shoulder, I'm rubbing my arm. For those that know, if you know, you know. In the end, and can I cuss on here? When I got through reading it, am I sure I can cuss? When I got through reading, I was like, fuck, what the fuck did I just? When I got to the end, when I read that last, what the fuck is that? What going on here? I said, no, and I know book 2 isn't out, right? But I'm turning the pages looking for book 2. Like, I'm serious. I was turning the pages. Y'all see my Walmart water. I was turning the pages looking for book 2. That's what he had me at. See, the next book in this whatever amount of books, he got me at hello. For sure. He did. And I'm still over here reeling. Can't y'all tell? I'm over here like, do I have the energy to start it over again? That's what I thought about. I was like, let me read this again real quick. James, Jimmy, we got the same name. I'm gonna need book 2, sir. I'm gonna need you to go on ahead and bring me book 2. I need to figure, but cause what? Diego, I need more. Diego, I need to know what happened. I need to know how we got from over there to over there. And with the red light, he got me messed up. Okay, James. I'm still confused, perplexed. Big girls need love too. James, you got me perplexed. I need